Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today is the Dehydrator video that I think everyone's been waiting for since I've done the first one. Now the first one is set on currently 2060 views. I will probably leave the video at the end of this one, just if you want to go back and watch that one if you haven't already seen it. And that one was mainly a lot of candy and like sweet treats. Today I've kind of gone on the savoury side. I've got a selection of stuff. I've got some fruit. I've got jelly. I've got like a salami type thing. I've got some like pickled gherkins, onions, and beetroot. And yeah, we're gonna leave it in the dehydrator for 24 hours, and then for you guys, it won't be very long, but for me, it'll be a whole day. And then we'll taste test and see what happens when it dehydrates, and if it will dehydrate is the most important question. So if we throw over to here is the old dehydrator. My camera does not want to stay still for some reason. Okay, so I think first things first, we're going to put the pepperami on the bottom. Now we're going to cut this in half just so like we can kind of see what happens in the middle. Oh, I can smell that already. Jeez. And then do you know what? I've got these little containers to put stuff in, so we don't need the parchment paper for now. Start with a pickled onion. My room that I'm in recording, which is also my bedroom, is gonna smell of pickles. I have a cloth here just to try and get some of the excess vinegar off. So there's the pickled onion, or silver skinned onion if you would. Now, I got a cloth for the stuff, but I didn't get a cloth for myself. Okay. My fingers have already gone pink from the pickled beetroot. We'll cut this one in half as well, just so we can kind of see what happens. Grab another tray. Hopefully these fit. No, that beetroot. We'll cut that in half again. There we go. I'll probably just throw that bit away. There we go, should fit on top now. No, the onion. God damn it. I think maybe if I do buy another dehydrator, like a bigger one, I might try and find one with deeper trays. There we go, it just fits. Here next we have some gherkins. I'm going to use a bit of parchment paper, like baking paper for this one. So I'm going to put one on it, and then we're going to grab another one and cut it in half so we can see what happens like on the inside. There we go. And then on that side we'll put, I've got a brownie here and like an apple pie type thing. We'll see what happens with that. So we'll leave that in this little compartment. Like that. So we've got gherkin, a brownie and an apple pie type thing. Trying to get these around the right way is annoying. It's upside down, that's why. It's probably around the right way the whole time. That gherkin is doing my head in. Okay. Do it like that. I apologise for like the sniffles and everything. I currently am experiencing hay fever for like the first time in my life. So apologies for everybody with that. Next we'll get this little dish here because I have jelly. Now I'm not quite sure what will happen to the jelly. If it starts to like melt in a sense, then I'll be keeping an eye on it for over the 24 hours. If I look like it's starting to melt a bit and cause an issue with the dehydrator itself, I will take it out and it won't be in there for tomorrow. Hence why we've got a little dish to put it in. We'll grab some more parchment paper, and now onto the fruit. For those wondering, the fruit here that I've got won't be getting wasted. Throw a couple of apples on there. We'll throw a strawberry. Yeah, I won't be wasting any fruit. What I don't use, it will all be going to Steve, to the left of me. For those who may have like seen Steve in videos, he is allowed fruit, so I will probably be giving him some throughout the week. We'll throw a raspberry on there for good measure. So on that tray I've just finished, we have apple, strawberry, mango, jelly and a raspberry, just to see what happens. On this next one we will have, I've still got one more left after this, which I probably won't be using. Next we have some grapes. I think maybe the grapes will turn into raisins, because that's all raisins really are just like dried up grapes. And we have some different types of melon. I said mango then, but I've already done mango. I think, yep. I'll throw a couple more grapes on there, just so of different sizes, just so we can see the difference. And honestly, that is it. Clean my knife. Might have to wash it properly in a minute. Honestly, that is it. So, dehydrator is full. We will come back in 24 hours to obviously see the results. I have to put that one on there. Okay. To see the results and to see what happens when you put that kind of mixture of stuff in a dehydrator, and to see if it will indeed hydrate. So, hello everybody. So, the dehydrator is done. It's kind of my fault. I put it on too high of a temperature, which means it got done a lot quicker than expected. So it hasn't been 24 hours. It's been roughly 3.5. As you know, I put it on at 10. It's now so 4.5 hours. It has been cooking at a high heat for. I now know for any future videos not to put it onto a high heat, to put on a low heat for 24 hours, because then it will gradually do it. So we're going to taste test, and we're going to see what happens with what has happened to some of the stuff. So without further ado, let's open this up, shall we? So these were the gherkins. They've shriveled up. They kind of look like slugs. Yeah, as you know, I got two up into like halves, just so I wanted to put a whole one in, but a whole one wouldn't fit, which is perfectly fine by me. But yeah, so let's taste test one of these. Okay, so obviously I haven't bitten a chunk off. I've just kind of bit into it. There's just no flavour whatsoever. It's kind of, so although what the taste of a gherkin is, like the vinegar like taste, is gone. So it just feels kind of slimy in a sense. So we're not going to eat that. Just take everything out of the trays as I eat it, because then I can throw it away. Next we have the brownie. I left it in its little cake tray thing just because it was easier and it would make less of a mess. So let's see. Okay, so it's kind of, it's cooked it even more, so it's now like stuck inside the paper tray thing. That's basically just done what you do, what happens when a brownie is heated up anyway. So it's kind of melted in the middle. Very soft. Like the bottom bit is very hard, whereas it was cooked. Yeah, I'd expected something like that to happen. Now here we have, try not to make such a mess. This is the apple puff pie pastry type thing. I'm kind of expected this to like be a little bit gooey inside where the apple sauce is. So let's. Yeah. So it's, the outside the pastry is cooked even more, so it's a little bit more crunchy and a little bit more flaky. And then the inside is very soft. And it's kind of what happened to the brownie. The inside has gone all like gooey, so like, yeah. Next up we have the melon and grapes. Now the grapes have all kind of shriveled up and gone all wrinkly. They kind of remind me of like sultanas, so that's like the smallest one I've done, and then that's the big one. So as you can see, like the skin is all shriveled up. Yeah, the grapes have definitely turned into like sultanas. They didn't raise them, which is what I was hoping it would do. Next we have the melon. Now the melon has dried up quite significantly. I'm not going to bother trying to say that word. The melon is really well like dried up. There's no taste there whatsoever. It's just kind of like a crisp. Both pieces of melon, like both different types of melon, have done the exact same thing. There's just nothing there. Next we have the jelly, mango, raspberry, strawberry and apple. Now this is why I put the jelly into like a little dish, because it liquefied and then it started to harden. It's kind of like gone into like a goo. That's really hot. Okay, it's still lime jelly. Still tastes exactly like lime jelly would. It's basically done what the candy did in my very first video, where it just turned into like a goo and melted. It just went really stretchy. So that's good to know. Next up we have the apple. It's kind of gone into like an apple crisp. Now I remember back in when I was at school, there was a vending machine that had apple crisps in it. They were like slices of apple, and they were like cooked into like a crisp. So like, let's see what has happened. So I've just torn it in half. It's gone kind of rubbery. Yeah. I mean, it does taste like a really dry apple. I'm going to be honest. Here we have the strawberry. That's what's happened to the big slice of strawberry. Again, it's just kind of gone rubbery. There's some taste of strawberry there, but again, it's not very. That's not very nice. Let's see if I can get the raspberry has like kind of melted a little bit. Yeah, it's like all like gooey. You got the sharpness there of raspberry, but there's just no taste. So like, that's really weird. And then here we have the mango. Now I think the mango kind of looks like mini chips or fries, so to speak, like potato fries. So I love mango, so yeah. I mean, the skin's gone very rubbery, and then the inside is kind of soft, and so like kind of like what the raspberry ended up doing was like completely like kind of like melting. It's kind of what the inside of that mango has done as well. These trays are going to need a serious wash like once this video is done. The last tray is the pickled onion, the beetroot, and the salami like Slim Jim. We call them pepperonis over here. It's gone very like wet and kind of rubbery. Yeah. Honestly, apart from the outside, nothing has changed. Like the middle is still the exactly what it usually is on a Slim Jim or a pepperoni. So there's no change whatsoever. The onion has gone very crispy. So I don't really like pickled onions, but let's give this a taste try anyway. Okay, so the skin had gone really crispy on the outside, so it was tough to like bite into a little bit. Again, same thing kind of happened with the gherkin. There was no taste of that pickled, like the pickle juices that are in there. No taste of that. Just tasted like kind of biting into like an onion. Next we have the beetroot. I put two different sizes of beetroot in. They've shriveled up massively. Now I kind of like beetroot, but I have to be in the mood for it. There's just no biting into that. It's dried up so much that like it's tough to bite into. So I'm not going to attempt to do that. And then that was the last tray, everybody. Oh no, my trays is broken. So that was the Dehydrate video. I'm really hoping to do more videos like this with the Dehydrator. It's why I brought it, for videos. I have one idea where I want to do a fast food edition, so I want to grab different types of like take out like Domino's, like Pizza Hut, McDonald's, stuff like that. Throw in a dehydrator for 24 hours to see what happens to it. So if you want to see me do that, let's get this video up to 2,000 views, and can we get 100 likes as well? Like, tell your friends, tell your family to go watch this video and watch my first one. If we can get both videos on 100 likes and with this one on 2,000 views as well, then I'm pretty sure I will then do a fast food edition of the dehydrator. So then both videos will be on 4K and they'll both have 100 likes. If you like what you see here on the channel, drop a like, drop a comment, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. More videos to come. I've got so much planned for the future of this channel, and I'm really looking forward to sharing it all with you once I finish up what I want to get done. There's a lot of planning to do with some videos. It takes a while. So yeah, peace out, and I'll see you on the next one.